Hello and welcome to this month's monthly wrap-up, and geez, what a big month of April it's been. Of course, we had plenty of distractions through the month of April, obviously with Easter. We also had Orthodox Easter through there, and of course the Anzac Day weekend, but it still didn't stop our team from producing some incredible results. We had 63 sales over the month of April. Of course, one sale in particular went incredibly well. It was number 19 Canterbury Street in Hughesdale. This was a terrific 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1-car accommodation, Edwardian family home that had been completely renovated throughout, selling for a record in the area, circa that $2.3 million mark. Of course, we had another property at number 4 Greta Street in Oakleigh East. It was heavily competitive amongst 5 bidders on that one. We sold that property through the online auction for $1,268,000 in the end. We also had another property at number 1B Mountfield Avenue as well in East Melbourne, which was a terrific 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, single-level home on about 550-odd square metres of land. We sold that property with 3 bidders on the evening for $2,125,000. So still great competitive auctions out there at the moment, regardless if they're online or certainly on-site auctions as well. So through the month of April, our property management department was very busy as well. They managed to get 51 new property managements this particular month, of course, and they also leased out 68 properties for the month of April. We're still finding the days on market are hovering around that 11 days, possibly upwards to 12 days at the moment, but still huge amounts of tenants entering the market at the moment. So Alex, thanks again for joining us. Of course, this is Alex from Loan Market, who heads up our loan market department. Been in the industry for how many years now?
Oh, it's nearly 20 years now, Jonathan. Yeah.
20 years, so fair to say you know finance back to front at the moment.
Yes.
So Alex, obviously there's a lot of conversation at the moment about possible interest rate rises. I know the RBA is meeting at some stage this week.
Yes.
What's your take on the whole thing?
Oh, there's a few views on that at the moment, but I mean, yes, you're right. The RBA is meeting today, and most likely the rates might rise slightly. They're predicting a 0.15% rate rise today. Overall, look, I think the market's sort of factoring in a 1% cash rate by the end of the year. I know we're sort of coming off our historical lows, but the average cash rate for Australia has always been around 4.5%. So we're just getting off our historical lows and back to normality. You might probably see interest rates this time end of next year be around 2% higher than what they are now, which is still quite cheap. I mean, I know everyone wants to pay 2% of their mortgages, I do.
Absolutely.
But we need to see some rates go up, and help the other sectors of the economy as well. But they're predicting probably an interest rate of around 3.5% by the end of this year and around 4% by the end of next year.
Absolutely. And obviously pre-approvals are on the mix for a lot of people. I know there's a 2% scheme at the moment for a lot of first home buyers. What's your advice around that? Look,
you really got to look into these schemes. Yeah. There are a lot of catches to them. They might sound great, but they might not necessarily be the best alternative for you in the longer term, especially with some of the schemes where the government is now looking at taking equity in your property, which the Victoria government offers. It's great, if you don't have a deposit and everything else, but you also got to look at the fact that when your property increases in value and you then decide to sell this asset down the track, you'll also have to pay back some of that profit back to the government. Or you'll also have restrictions that if your income hits a certain level, you have to exit out of the scheme, and it might be prematurely, you might not be in the position to do that. So we'd be looking at, I highly recommend that you look at those terms and conditions to make sure that they work for you in the longer term.
Absolutely. And what would be the top 5 tips? So someone doing their pre-approval today with you, Alex, what would you need off them? Have
a chat with the broker for starters, yes. Definitely, that'll give you the best outline there to see what's in the market. Yes. But look, just be prepared. Just have your information ready. Have your pay slips ready. Have your bank statements ready. Have some savings in place. Yeah. If you don't have some savings, have a chat with mum and dad. See if they're prepared to help you out as well. Generally speaking, if you're prepared and you're ready into the market, have a chat with the broker and we'll point you in the right direction. Hopefully we can help you out. Absolutely. Well, thanks again, Alex, for coming on and giving us some bit of advice for your 20 years of finance industry. If you do need a good broker out there, please get in touch with obviously Alex from Loan Market here in the Oakleigh office, and we'd be more than happy to assist you all together. Thanks, Jonathan. Thanks, Alex. Over the month of April, we also supported our local community. Of course, the local RSL, being the Oakleigh Carnegie RSL, it had a great attendance at the dawn service, hosting over 2,000 people at that wonderful service. Of course, we all went across the road back to the RSL for a gunfire breakfast, which was absolutely amazing. Don't ask me what they are, but it was certainly a great morning indeed. Of course, commemorating, ownership of the property for over 100 years as well. Please get around the local RSL, as they're always looking for new members, and certainly I love getting involved in the community. Of course, in the month of May, we've got a few fantastic properties going to auction. One in particular is number 32 Williston Road in Hughesdale. Now, this is a terrific
4-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 2-car accommodation property in one of the most coveted positions of certainly Hughesdale. So get around it if you're a young family looking to get into the area. It's a great property for you to get involved in. Another property we've got going to auction this month as well is number 1 at 64 Millawa Avenue in East Malvern. Now this is a terrific 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2-car accommodation property in one of the most terrific spots of East Malvern. Of course, walking distance to Chadstone Shopping Centre. You're also easy access to East Malvern train station, Hughesdale train station as well, and of course Holmesburn train station well. A much loved property, it's brand new, has a master bedroom on the ground floor and a master bedroom upstairs. Looking forward to seeing you through one of those open homes. Of course, over the month of April, it was really great to see that there was still great competition hitting out in the marketplace. Success rate was hovering at auction around that 75% mark, and certainly that still shows that there's healthy demand for great properties in the market. Should you be looking to sell or buy, certainly please reach out and we'd love to help you. Thanks again for tuning in to this month's monthly wrap-up, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.